Okay. I don't know why the lighting seems different. I don't know. Anyway, another small box, which I dragged up along with the one from yesterday with the connection swag. This looks to be almost all books. There's one pile of oversized stuff and then a smaller pile of what looks to be like manga. I'll show you both of those in a moment. But we start with Travels with Farley by Phil Frank. Introduction by Russell Broomhilda Myers. Excuse me, I'm just trying to stifle a sneeze here. This is a Bay Area, as in San Francisco Bay Area. Gee, how many Bay Areas? And it's interesting, New York City doesn't have a Bay Area. It's just New York City. Tri-state area maybe sometimes, but usually it's just New York City and environs. And wherever Metro North goes. That's New York City. But he was, strip cartoonist. A lot of stuff takes place around the San Francisco area, but still general enough for, I think, general syndication. First Communications. There's a copyright holder on this, on the strips at least. Chronicle features now. So if you're from San Francisco of a certain age, you probably remember that. This next one, as you saw on the thumbnail, is one of my, not crown jewels, but pretty damn close. This is almost, I think this might be the best graphic novel or book that, geez, I can't get the book band off, that DC ever designed. Content's pretty dang good too, but the design on this, Seasons of Mist hardcovers up there.
On the table.
Thank you. I'll be up in about 15. Yeah, dinner. So there is the book band. I didn't want to design it, but this is Batman Black and White, Volume 1. Look at that. Bare boards. Not tipped. I guess it's not the tipped in plate. Glued on plate. There are the end papers. And again, this is the first series of Batman Black and White. There is a tipped in sketch called City of the Blind by Jim Steranko, 10/31/97. Oh. And I mean, that other one I mentioned a few weeks ago, I mean, it was Volume 3. That's not bad. But here we got Ted McKeever, Bruce Timm, Joe Kubert, Howard Chaykin, Archie Goodwin, and Jose Munoz. Sketches from Batman Black and White #1. This is all 4 issues, the original issues. We can find them, grab them. It's Walter Simonson. Most of these are written and illustrated by one person and then lettered by another. Monster Makers, John Strine and Richard Corbin, Kent Williams, Chuck Dixon and Jorge Zafino, Neil Gaiman and Simon Bisley, who's the only artist to be completely censored by the Comics Code Authority, partly because of his Batman style. And that's a great story, too. That's, I think, in the last Batman story ever told. What page was that? 105. I think that's from the 2nd issue. Yeah. You've seen it, you remember it. A black and white world where Batman, the Joker, and others are actually actors. And they're talking in the green room and rehearsing. The next issue, they complain about the writing. Klaus Janson, Andrew Helford and Libator, Matt Wagner, Bill Sienkiewicz, Jenny O'Neill and Teddy Christensen, Alex Toth, Brian Boland, Alan Strand, Archie Goodwin, Gary Gianni, Dennis O'Neill again, Ryan Stilfreeze, Katsuhiro Otomo, in various pinups and sketches. There's the first cover by Jim Lee. Probably also reproduced, one of these got reproduced as the coloring book. I'm sure. Anyway, so if you can grab it, if you can find this, the ISBN is 1563893320. There's also a paperback. You can find this hardcover, grab it, or to read it, but also to resell it at a later date. Just wonderful stuff. If I remember correctly, I was at one of the last New York's book countries when I was at NYU. DC had a booth, I think. Somebody had a booth. Might have been Marvel. But there was a gentleman who had, I think, a poster from that. And he was going around and having everybody, all the artists on the poster sign it. They were not all there at the New York's book country. I know Dan Slott was there. Just fresh off of, I think, the Thing series he did. Okay, let's continue. All blast from the past. Outrageous tales from the Old Testament. So, Sodom and Gomorrah, Book of Job, Jael and Sisera, Samson and Delilah, Jephthah and his daughter, The Expulsion from the Garden, rendered into cartoon strips by Kim Deitch, Hunt Anderson, Neil Gaiman, Dave Simmons, Dave Gibbons, Steve Gibson, Graham Higgins, Julie Hollins, Dave McKean, Mike Matthews, Alan Moore, Arthur Ranson, Peter Rigg, and Donald. This is from Knockabout. I grabbed it, I think, because of the Neil Gaiman story. But all this stuff is good. And these are, a bit cheap to it. Let me just show you the one from Neil Gaiman. That's Jael and Sisera. He also did Jephthah and his daughter. Journey to Bethlehem, the tribe of Bethlehem. The prophet who came to dinner. Wow. Let's do that. The prophet who came to dinner, 48. Different artists, of course. I don't think these have been reprinted. No. So, don't know what this was originally. Kings in Disguise. This is the reissue. James Vance and Dan Barr. One of those great literary graphic novels that came out in the 80s. And then W. Norton reprinted it and did a sequel. Ooh, The Best of Little Abner. Al Capp. There we go. This Bonanza. Holt, Reinhardt, Winston. And I'll say it again if I haven't already. Holt. Henry Holt. I don't know what happened to those other guys. This was bought at the Strand for $30. Originally it was $15. But Holt, for a while, had a very good comics backlist. Frontlist, 1978. The Wedding, Catch a Critic by the Toe, The Sunrise of Edward R. Mushroom, Boom Chuck. Oh, yeah, color comics in here too. 1978. I wonder if this is. Excuse me. It says Best of Little Abner, but I wonder if this is later work where he went to. Far right. Ooh. And the graphics, Young Gods and Friends, also bought at Strand for $10. Originally it was $30. I have the original comics, the oversized comics, but this is just eye candy. Good stuff. And then we have Bernie Krigstein, one of the masters from EC. This is a historical overview with some reprints in the back. Beautifully recolored by Marie Sever, I believe. If you really want to study comic storytelling, check out his work. Also, from the Strand for $7.50, Peb's Eklund Comedy. The Morning Telegraph, Racing Form, Sports Comics. I like these old. First of all, it's a old hardcover collection. What is this? Franklin Square Agency Division, Harper and Brothers Publisher. Times Bookmark Quiz. I love this Detritus you find, and I usually reach the time for only $1.97. But again, one is it's a hardcover collection, but also I like when there's subject-specific cartoons like this from specific trade journals, or in that case, sports comics. And then the last book on that title is, oh yes, Kong, King of Skull Island. Illustrated story, sequel, Joe DeVito. This was, yeah, Dark Horse, DH Press, Dark Horse Press, which was names for the illustrated books. For Torsten, great to see you again. You saved the show at BNN. I hope you enjoy the book. All best, Joe Davis. We had a signing at my store, Lincoln Center, Barnes & Noble. And we had trouble getting the slideshow to work, so I had to man the slide projector, so to speak. Just click on the slides as he was doing his talk. Such is the life of and excitement of a bookseller. Glamorous, no. Okay, now, short and quick on the other side, all these manga books. We have Shonen Jump graphic novels, volume 4. This is a freebie, preview edition. The Sword of Shibito, volume 1. CPM, long gone. Youngbi the Invincible, volume 1. That's a Japanese, Korean manhwa. Record of Lotus War, The Grey Witch, volume 3. Shonen Jump graphic novels, all ages sneak peek. If I do it fast enough, does it going together? Yeah. Sorry. Is there copyright in this? 1984, 1998, it seems. The World of Naru, Book 1, which is from the hit anime. And then Youngbi the Invincible, Volume 2. Which there's a sample of Korean manga they call manhwa right there. Manhwa. And that's it. Short, sweet, but a lot of good stuff in there. Highly recommend the Batman Black and White, however you can find that. Keep open for at least a deluxe edition. That's almost a deluxe edition. An absolute Batman Black and White would just be sick. So, DC, if you're listening, I'm sure people would pay for that. A lot of good talent in there. A lot of good stories. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What does that cost? Just a moment. I'm going to go look it up here. Better not sing that. I'll get copyrighted. Censored. Let's see my camera right now. There we go. Amazon Volume 1. You can see how slow my. Here we are. That's the paperback. Kindle Comixology has it for $10, guys. Hardcover, only $43. Really? One collectible for $125. Let's see what that is. No. Round and round and round we spin with wings of gold and feet of tin. Yep, that's the one. 125. Minor blemish on back spine. First print. Best copy on Amazon. For reinsured shipping. Ships fast. What the other ones are. 7 used from $38. Doubt there's any library. These are ex-library. Clean copy, very minor bumping to corners. $38, guys. I don't know what it was originally. I don't think there was a price on there. But let me check. The belly bands? Nope. I put it back on backwards. So, wouldn't surprise me if it was $50 originally. All right, back to reality. So, get it while you can. That is a great book. If you're a Batman fan, or a fan of any of those authors I mentioned, I mean, you can Neil Gaiman alone. But all those guys doing Batman stories that whatever they wanted to do, really. and good stuff. So I got to go eat, guys. Hope you enjoy this. As always, comment, critique, share, communicate, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Do, 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 do.